Picture this. You are scrolling Instagram and you see your favorite influencer sipping a 300 rupees coffee from a cafe you have never heard of. Next day, your friend shows up with the same cup. And by Friday, it's on your own desk. You didn't even plan to buy it, it just happened. Or you open Amazon to look for earphones and somehow you end up buying a limited edition pair that says only two left in stock. This isn't luck, this isn't coincidence, it's psychology, and brands are masters at it. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain on how companies from your favorite sneaker brand to that tiny coffee shop use psychology, neuromarketing, and cognitive biases to not just get your attention, but to control your decision. Before we jump into the biases, let's start with a big player, neuromarketing. Neuromarketing is basically the marriage of brain science and marketing. Brands use neuroscience tools like EEG scans, eye tracking, and facial coding to figure out what triggers you emotionally and makes you take action. They track where your eyes go first on a web page. They study how your heart rate changes when you see a color. They measure micro expression on your face when you watch an ad. Example: Coca-Cola tested whether people's brain lit up more when they saw the red Coke can versus a plain label. And guess what? The red triggered more emotional activation. So, Coke made red its identity. Neuromarketing tells brand what to say, where to put it, and what emotion to trigger. So you buy faster and sometimes without realizing why. Now let's discuss cognitive biases, the shortcuts in your brain. We like to think we make rational choices, but our brain actually takes shortcuts called cognitive biases. Brands know these shortcuts and use them like cheat codes. We are going to discuss some of the biases, and the first of them is halo effect. When we think one good thing about a brand or a product, we assume everything else about it is good. For example, Apple. You like their iPhone, so you automatically assume their headphones, laptops, and even software must be great, even without trying them. Brands create one hero product just to make the rest look better. Second is scarcity effect. We want what we can't have. For example, only 3 left in stock. On Amazon you have seen. That's a scarcity talking. Let's say Supreme drops, limited stock is equal to frenzy. People queue for hours not because they need it, but because it's rare. Third is decoy effect. When brands add a third option to push you toward a more expensive choice. Example: a popcorn at the movies. For example, the small says 150 rupees, medium says 250 rupees, and the large says 270 rupees. That medium exists just to make the large look like a steal. And the movie theaters use this effect a lot. The next is verbatim effect. We don't remember exact details, we remember the gist. For example, an ad says 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this toothpaste. A week later, you remember that dentists love this toothpaste, but forget the numbers. The next is Bader-Meinhof phenomena, that is frequency illusion. In simple words, when you learn about something and then start seeing it everywhere. For example, you hear about the Aura ring today. Suddenly, you spot ads for it on YouTube, Instagram, and even in conversation. Your brain thinks it's a sign, but it's just your awareness plus ad targeting. Then there is anchoring bias. We rely too heavily on the first piece of information we see. For example, you see a jacket priced at 10,000 rupees, but now it says now only 4,999. That 10,000 anchors makes 4,999 feel like a steal. Then there is social proof. If everyone is doing it, it must be good. For example, over 2 million sold. on a product page instantly build trust for you. And the next one is loss aversion. We fear losing more than we enjoy gaining. For example, limited time discounts. Buy now or price goes up tomorrow. You buy to avoid losing that deals. So these are some type of cognitive biases that brands use to market their products, and we as a consumer usually get into that traps. Now next up we'll discuss real brand strategies in action. And here is how brand mix these biases. Let's take an example of Starbucks. They uses scarcity, seasonal drinks, social proof like queues outside, and halo effect, premium vibe is equal to premium taste. Then there is Netflix. They uses loss aversion like leaving soon category, anchoring premium plane first, and Bader Meinhof like a recommendation keeps resurfacing. We can take example of IKEA. They uses neuromarketing tested store layouts to guide your movements and anchoring via it was like 999 now 499 tax. Now how you can use these in your marketing? Even if you're not Coca-Cola or Netflix, you can apply this. Here are some steps. First, build a hero product. Use the halo effect to make your whole brand shine. Second, you can use scarcity and urgency, like limited stocks, timers, or seasonal drops. Then the next step, you can set the anchor. Show the high price first, then the discounted price. You can leverage social proof, like reviews, testimonials, numbers. Or you can create decoy options. Make the mid-tier offer push customers to the premium. Or you can ride the frequency illusion. Retarget ads so customer keeps seeing your product. So, marketing is less about convincing and more about understanding how the brain already works, than designing your strategy around it. Next time you buy something without even thinking, stop and ask, was it really my choice or a marketer's perfect plan? So this was all for today's video. If you like this video, please press on the like button. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and comment which biases impacted you the most and which are you going to use in your marketing strategy. I'll see you in the next video.